Welcome to another edition of Wisdom Meditation. How are you doing today? And I trust God that you're doing well, much more better than you were when I saw you last week. Today I'll be continuing on the series on Don't Do Tomorrow What You Should Do Today. In other words, don't procrastinate. I'm looking at the things you need to stop doing, the things you don't need to do in order for you to fulfill destiny. Bearing in mind that when you step into the year, you have great plans, so many things that you outlined for yourself that you were going to accomplish. And now the year is about to come to an end, and you're wondering what happened that you couldn't achieve it. But let me tell you something that you can achieve in 2-3 months, the things you couldn't achieve in the first 9-10 months of the year. It all depends on you checking yourself, checking the things you have been doing that mitigated against your success, or the things you needed to stop doing that you're not doing. Like I've said in my previous edition, that life should have 2 buttons, your stop button and your start button. So when you look at your life and you check that there are certain things that you're doing that you shouldn't do, then you apply the stop button. You look and you discover there are some things that you should be doing, but you don't know how to do it. Then you apply the start button. But the start button cannot be activated until you gain knowledge. So in life, we continuously learn. Life is a product of unlearning, learning, and relearning. We learn the things that were not working. We learn the things that should work, and you will learn in order for you to get better. That is the principle of life. You can never do beyond the level of knowledge that is available to you. You can't get better than the knowledge available. So in order for you to apply the start button, you seek new knowledge. You seek for new knowledge in your field, in the goals that you set for yourself. So welcome to Wisdom Meditation. I will advise that you follow me on Facebook on K Impact and subscribe to my YouTube channel on K Impact. The reason is simple. The first episode I've treated, they are all on Facebook and YouTube, and when new one is uploaded, you will get notified. The last time we spoke about the reason why people procrastinate, and I gave us 3 reasons people procrastinate. The first one is laziness. People are just lazy. And the second reason why people procrastinate is excuses. They give excuses, they blame others for the things that they needed to do. You know, in Judges, the Bible says in Judges, there's a man in Judges called Jephthah. Jephthah says something in Judges. He said, when I saw that my family, I'm trying to paraphrase, that my family were not willing to help me, I took my destiny in my hand. So you need to understand that your destiny is in your hand. When we see your destiny is in your hand, someone will be wondering, my destiny, my future is in the hand of God. Yes. But listen to me. God will never do for you what He has given you the ability to do for yourself. If everyone's destiny and the fulfillment of the destiny was only depending on God, then we will all be great. The fact that we are not all great, the fact that when I say we are not all great, I'm talking about everyone on the face of the earth. The fact that everybody on the face of the earth are not all great tells you something, that despite the fact that God created us, you have your input to contribute. It is a contribution of your input, the level of your commitment, how you begin to gain understanding, how you seek for knowledge, and all of that put together is what separates the great from the average or the small. Today I want to look at how to work. So we said the third reason why people procrastinate is fear. People are just afraid. What if I try it and I fail? And the question is, what if you succeed? And you never can tell if you're going to succeed except you try. So you give it a try. Therefore, what do we need to do? We work. The answer is found in Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 10. It said, what things soever your hand find to do, what things soever your hand find to do, he said, do it with all your might. Do it with all your might. Put yourself into it. Pour your heart into it. I do tell people, and let me repeat it here, it is not just about what you do, it is about how you do it. It's not about what you do, but how you do it. What you do is good, but how you do it is more important. Because if you don't know how to do it rightly, it's going to affect the quality of clients that you are able to attract. How you do what you do is important. So there are 4 basic attitudes to work. 4 basic attitudes to work, which I'll be talking about in this episode of Wisdom Meditation. Number 1 is to work hard. Working hard means putting your best in your assignment. Be committed to your assignment. Focus on it. Work on it. Give your heart to it. The first attitude to work is work hard. But however, if you only work hard and you don't understand these other 3 attitudes to work, you're not going to be the best in what you do. I've seen so many hard workers live average lives. So what do? You top your game. Beyond working hard, you learn to work smart. Now, to work smart, another way of talking about working smart is to work intelligently. And how do we do this? We do this by networking, by asking questions. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 15 says, the labor of the foolish wearies everyone because he does not know how. He's not worried. The people around him are not worried because there are negative forces against him. No, it is because he lacked the prerequisite knowledge that he needed. So in order for you to work smart, you need to learn to ask questions. You need to have people that you can ask, what is working for you? How are you doing it? What are the things that I need to learn? How do I upgrade? See, the difference between where you are and where you need to be is knowledge. There are certain knowledge that need to be available for you in order for you to shift from your current level to your next level. And that comes by working smart. Working smart is to work intelligently, is to work by networking, is to work by asking questions. Anyone, please listen to this point, anyone doing what you are trying to do knows something that you don't know. Yeah, anyone doing what you're trying to do that you've not been able to do have some set of knowledge that is not available to you. And one of the ways to work smartly is to humble yourself and ask questions. Number 3 is to work consistently. Work consistently. What does it mean to work consistently? It means to work until your best produces the results that you desire. You work until your best, you put in your best until it produces the result that you desire. In other words, you must be a never give up person. You tell yourself, I will not give up until I see the desires in my heart. You set goals for yourself and tell yourself, until this is done, I'm not going to give up. Work consistently. And the last one is work faithfully. What does it mean to work faithfully? You can be consistent and not faithful. You can be smart, can network and asking questions and not faithful. You can work out and not faithful. Now listen, faithfulness is going to give you referrals. Most times businesses pack up not because the products are not good enough as it were, but sometimes some people don't just get referrals. Faithfulness is delivering what you promise. If you are into clothing line, maybe as a fashion person, as a furniture person, for instance, you learn to work to be faithful. You learn to work faithfully. So if you tell your customers, your clients, that you're going to deliver in 2 weeks' time, most time it is advisable to under promise but over deliver. So you tell them 2 weeks' time that you come before 2 weeks and it's ready. It's not that you tell them 2 weeks' time and after 3 weeks they are still calling your line and your line is not reachable and you begin to avoid them. You are not a faithful person, and that is going to affect you, because one good word from a satisfied customer will go a long way to attract more persons to you. One good word from a satisfied customer. So in working, it's not just about working. A lot of people work but they don't understand these 4 basic attitudes to work. So firstly, you work hard. Secondly, you work smart, connect, network, ask questions, get mentors. Thirdly, be consistent. Tell yourself, I'm not going to give up. The reason why you must have the attitude of consistency is that a lot of things are going to try to discourage you. No man makes it big overnight. It's a process. Life is a process. And in the process, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you tell yourself, I will not quit. Did you get that? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you tell yourself, I will not quit. The reason is simple. You have not lost until you quit. It is when you quit that you are a loser. So you need to work consistently and tell yourself, I will not quit. I'm in this game to succeed. I'm not in this game to just survive. I'm here to succeed. I'm going to give it my best shot until I see my desired expectation. And fourthly, work faithfully. There is a much that we can take in this episode of Wisdom Meditation. Once again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel on K Impact. Follow me on Facebook on K Impact and on Instagram to get more episodes on Wisdom Meditation. Next week, we continue as I share with us the next thing that we need to stop doing in order for us to fulfill destiny. But let me say this to you, don't ever give up on your life. There is greatness in your life, so much that God have invested in you that you can't afford to henceforth. The Lord bless you and keep you, cause his face to shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. Shalom.